he wants to start, he can start.
Go ahead, Hillary.
No, go ahead, Donald.
No, I'm a gentleman, Hillary. Go ahead.
The second presidential debate between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump definitely seemed more like a roast than it did a debate. So much happened during the second presidential debate, and we are breaking down the top 5 most ridiculous moments. It's safe to say that a lot has happened since the first presidential debate between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump. So much that there was visible tension between the two at the beginning of the political debate. I mean, Hillary and Donald didn't even shake hands at the start of the night. No, they didn't. Okay, so Hillary and Donald not shaking hands at the beginning of the debate isn't exactly the most ridiculous thing ever, but the way Trump dodged Anderson Cooper's question about his incriminating tape is. When asked about his vulgar comments about being able to do whatever he wanted with women because he's famous, Trump continued to call the whole thing locker room talk and then went into full-blown rant about stopping ISIS.
Certainly, I'm not proud of it, but this is locker room talk. You know, when we have a world where you have ISIS chopping off heads, where you have, and frankly, drowning people in steel cages, where you...
I'm not really sure how talking about kissing women without consent and knocking the hell out of ISIS are the same thing, but okay. Number 3 on our list of ridiculous things that happened at the presidential debate last night is the time Trump hovered over Hillary when she answered an audience member's question.
Because I agree with you. Premiums have gotten too high, co-pays, deductibles, prescription drug costs, and I've laid out a series of actions that we can take to try to get those costs down.
This actually became a widely noted moment on social media. As crazy and ridiculous hovering and locker room talk is, nothing beats the moment when anyone who learned anything about how the US government works in elementary school finally realized that Donald Trump, a man who is running to become president of the United States, does not in fact understand how the government works. Let me paint you a brief picture. During the debate, Donald talked about getting rid of carried interest on taxes, and when Hillary noted that she has always been in favor of that same notion when she started off as a senator, Donald started to criticize her and asked why Hillary wasn't able to successfully make that happen. And then this happened.
If you were an effective senator, you could have done it. If you were an effective senator, you could have done it. But you were not an effective
Please allow her to
senator.
respond. She didn't interrupt you.
You know, under our Constitution, presidents have something called veto power.
Ouch. And last but not least, this final moment borders on the line of ridiculous and uncomfortable. For the last question of the night, both candidates were asked if they could name one positive thing they respect in each other, and while they did, we all couldn't help but just cringe at the answers. Hillary noted that what she respects about Donald the most are his children.
I respect his children. His children are incredibly able and devoted, and I think that says a lot about Donald.
While Donald complimented his opponent by saying he respects the fact that Hillary does not give up.
I will say this about Hillary. She doesn't quit. She doesn't give up. I respect that. I tell it like it is. She's a fighter.
So who do you think won the debate from last night? Let me know in the comment section below. And when you're done with that, click right over here to check out our chat show where we talked about how Trump doesn't think abortion should be legal. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I'm your host, Megan LaMontagne, and I'll see you next time.